up. It's a cipher, open up, express what? It's the physical, turning lyrical. We get down when it's round, when it's lyrical. Stop the circle, B-boy essence. We represent with the heaven sent elegance. We move with that B-boy intelligence. So lightly, it's so bright, see. When we slide and provide and arrive, we keep it moving. Open up your eyes in. When you're looking, it's that fifth element. We rock intelligent, it's so heaven sent.
For sure, yo, what's up? This is ORBITRON representing Circle of Fire Soul Shifters crew. He's from Hawaii, and so when he was in Hawaii, he wanted to be a Rocksteady real bad. So they had Rocksteady Hawaii. You know how every state, it was for every state in the U.S. had like a Rocksteady crew. Like they just went out just like, you're Rocksteady, you're Rocksteady. And so they would battle each other. Like the locals would battle the local Rocksteady crew. And so he always wanted to be, but he was like, no, I want to be different. So he created his own style. When he came out to Seattle and stuff, he inspired us a lot too to go outside of the box. Me and my cousin was already doing that. We were freestyle dancing, mixing the b-boying up together. And we were just like, shit, why is anybody else doing this? But it was because we were isolated. You know, there wasn't really a lot going on.
That's like
the Bay was destroying it. Like all the Filipinos out in the Bay. Crazy Lakes between 85 and probably like 90. Crazy Lakes was you know, doing other shit. And all of, like a lot of the Rocksteady cats were doing other shit. So in the U.S., San Francisco was the hub. New York, the scene was dead out there. Like, I heard Crazy Legs was like aerobics instructor and shit. In the late 80s and the early 90s. You know, and cats that couldn't make a good living was out selling drugs and getting into crazy shit. But we were out in Vegas doing our thing, house freestyle dancing. Not even house, I didn't even know what house was back then and shit. I was just freestyle dancing, just flexing to the beat. And then I'll go down and do a crab walk and shit. Man, that's old too. When I look back at that, I'm like, damn, we were so young. That's a lot of difference too with today. Too, there's not a lot of clubs now where cats can go in and just, you know, be in the dark and just represent, get loose and stuff. Yeah, just as they are and stuff like that. But that's what we grew up on. That was our time and our era. And so every time we go to a club, we feel way more comfortable. And then we got into the b-boy circuit and in the competition where it's lit, everything's bright, and you got a judge panel and shit like that. We're like, oh shit, this is different. Let's just be ourselves. Yeah. We'll lose every battle. And when we started traveling, people were like, yo, I was inspired by your crew. Thank you, you know, respect. I was like, oh, we taking influence, but we had no idea. We were in our own little bubble in our own world. We've been to Korea in '99. That was the first time we traveled internationally. And so there was like my boy John Jay doing a huge R16. You know, that just happened and shit. I wish I would have made it out to that, but he established that because he was the first generation b-boy in Korea. So he got his foot in the door, and him being a b-boy was like, yo, I want to start doing jams and stuff. And it just grew from there. And he was like, he would call us out to judge competitions, or I know Skill Methods was one of the first American crews to go out to Seoul and inspire a lot of the b-boys and stuff. Then we came second and kind of gave a whole different flavor and stuff. So it was mad respect to Skill Methods for doing that, you know. But yeah, man, that's the history with that. So when we came out and we saw Ducky, he was with Expressions crew. Yeah. They were doing their thing. It's funny too, because you seen America's Best Dance crew, the crew that wears the mask, Jabberwockies. Yeah, you know they got that from Expression. Like Expression did it first. Yeah, around Battle of the Year, when we went out in '99, Expressions was doing it, and they were, you know, the reason why they're called Expressions and stuff because they were doing theatrical stuff with there. And then 2002, that's when they had the mask. And, you know, I'm not saying that they big, but I got mad respect for Jabberwockies. The crew was dope too. But Ducky was down with them. And when we went out there for B-Boy Masters,
B-Boy Street Jam?
Yeah, Street Jam. Yeah, I think it was Street Jam. Yeah. It was me, Paul, and Eric. Yeah.
What happened to Eric, man? He was a dope.
He's on the underground tip. He was always like the shy kid that has so much skill but didn't go out and he was my favorite out of so. And I love Cujo too. And their crew is so innovative too, man. They came out the same time we all came out as, you know, family, and we all shared the same, you know, kind of mentality on things.
Reveal?
Yeah. He's still busting.
He rocks.
Yeah, much respect to him because he's still keeping it, you know, going. But he's not so much out there anymore. He tried to make a comeback in the battle scene.
He was good when he came back. Yeah, what happened?
Yeah, nah, he travels a lot too. He made really good connects in France, so he goes out there a lot and does work out there, and he does shows, travel with other b-boys and doing shows out there and stuff too. So that's how it is, man. Like a lot of the cats from 2000
Yeah.
or whatever. It's the nature of things, man. Like we were all so tight, like living in the house and everything, getting sick of each other, laughing and having a good time with each other, dancing with each other. But then, you know, everybody has their own lives, and you know, one person has kids, another person has kids over here, careers. You know what I'm saying? Sadly, we can't make a good living off of what we love to do unless you move to Hollywood and
What do you do? What do you do, man?
I'm doing the music thing. But dancing is still my passion, but I'm so into it. Like, you know, I'm down with Zulu Nation, you know what I'm saying? I'm down with Zulu. I don't rap Zulu, represent Zulu Kings, but I'm down with Zulu. I'm down with the creed of what hip hop was built on, you know what I'm saying? So when I do my thing out there, I wanted to bridge the elements together, you know, put b-boying back into the music thing, the MCing thing. Let that be a part of the element with the turntables and the DJ. And, you know, this is my other half, but we also have a third person that's in our crew, Moses, Orb Circle of Fire, Latif and stuff too. And, you know, we grew up together, we have a group together. So yeah, when we do our shows, we hit the floor too.
You guys
like y'all doing y'all thing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. We had a group called Jody Scientific.
That's sick.
Man, she's a badass capoeira. Capoeista, yo. Bob the Balance taught her, you know, but she also had a background in gymnastics and, you know, was really already, you know, strong and
Yeah, you can see that through our break-ins.
She used to burn dudes, man. We were doing battles that wasn't recorded and stuff like that. She would go out there and just destroy fools. They would like, oh, she's a girl, you know, do all crazy shit in front of her. She's like, what? You're about to get destroyed. But she's still doing her thing. She still comes out and dancing.
And AT has AT and
yeah,
Sam.
good, man. He's in Hawaii surfing and living his life out there, and we're, because Soul Shifters is just like this, the collective of all dancers from around the world, you know what I'm saying, and a lot of the core Circle of Fire too of Soul Shifters, but that's Free's thing. Free came up with the concept Soul Shifters, yeah, because he wanted to revamp, you know, come with a different name, with a whole different flavor. Yeah, he's working on his second project, and Seth is back in the game too, man. He went to R16 just recently, because that just happened. Nah, Midas, man, I haven't talked to that cat in a while, man. He's dope. He was dope. He was so original. He would go into a b-boy competition and win with his style. The whole freestyle era, that's where me and Moses came from. We came from that, like we used to flex. We would just, you know, bounce to the beat, boom, whatever comes next, hit the floor, boom, come back up. But it was a little bit of popping, isolation, boom, 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 down, going so ill, yo. And that's why I battled with him at Lords of the Floor. I was like, yo, I want to battle with you, because your shit is different. And they're like,
so different.
That's the beauty of it, and it's the same with me. We didn't give a shit. We were just doing whatever we wanted to do when we were, you know, back in 2000, you know what I'm saying?
It didn't even matter.
And now it's like you appreciate things. You appreciate when you meet, you know, other cats like yourselves like this. It's a small community, and we're all doing something special. And we're expressing from our physical. And what we're expressing is a lot of people can't do. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody does their own thing and you know, creating their own manner. But just the small pocket of you know, the b-boys that put so much heart and soul into their physical, because, you know, we fuck ourselves up. You know, you can look up to somebody, but to bond and vibe, you know what I'm saying? Like and be all on the same level as b-boys. You know, to label us even b-boys, like I remember back in the day, it was controversial. Like, oh, of course, when you have a crew and you got people that are doing the same shit, it's easy to stay on the path, you know, and just be yourselves and stuff like that. So it's, you know, you gotta stick with your crews. But if you're doing it individually, then, you know, that's even more fire and strength in your heart to really shine. Because y'all here represent for y'all own crews. You know what I'm saying? But y'all here together. So it's like y'all crew here together. Yo, respect, you know what I'm saying? All the b-boys out in Sydney, you know what I'm saying? Just continue to keep doing your thing. And Brisbane, yo, yo, all of Australia, straight up, from the Northern Territory, Brisbane, Sydney. Just keep doing y'all thing, be free with it. Dance like nobody's looking, you know what I'm saying? Express yourself to whatever comes your way, then you adapt to it. Just like what Bruce Lee said, you know, be like water, you know what I'm saying? Adapt, you know what I'm saying? And be what that frequency or that rhythm is telling you to do. So straight up. Or Word from the wise.